This is most likely going to be my last cross-tag battle video. Well, on the side of discussing, ranting and reviewing it. I will probably have discussions as more characters come out for the game, but other than that, this is going to be my last video for a while. Unless the game, becomes something different. The thing is, I wanted to make this video for a while now. I mean, I've ranted on cross-tag battle before, but I wanted to try it again. Now I have a clearer mindset, because like when I made my last video, I was just in the moment. So now that I'm actually thinking about it more, I decided to remake the video, and this will be my second and most likely final cross-tag rant / review / whatever. I really don't have much to say as a way for an intro. I guess I could just move on to the points I gotta make. I guess this is not going to be in a way how I make my videos, as in pros, cons, neutrals, or whatever. I'm just going to bring up a point, and I'm going to talk about it, and just talk about that point. These points are going to be separated, and I'm just going to, just move on about it. So, without further ado, let's just go on with the video, and let's just do this thing. I really don't have much to say about the combat of cross-tag battle. I do like the gameplay of the game. It's actually how it's simplified is actually something good to me, because usually in BlazBlue I pick one character, meaning Ragna, and just go with it. But in cross-tag, I'm able to pick pretty much almost any character and have fun with it. Like, I understand that I love BlazBlue for how diverse the characters are. I really do. And I like how they don't play as similarly to one another, unless you're talking about New or Lambda or whatever. But yeah, I like how diverse they are, but I do like cross-tag's gameplay a little bit more, because I'm able to actually play more characters than the ones I'm able to choose. And that's not all. I'm able to play more Under Night characters I'm usually able to play. I'm able to play more Persona 4 Arena characters, and for the first time ever, I'm able to play Ruby characters. So I'll give cross-tag that win right there. I really don't have much to say about the gameplay. It's fun. It's fast-paced. My only gripe is that it's quick. Now, there's nothing wrong with having quick matches, really. But like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just the one who only feels this way. But I feel like the matches go way too quick. Like, I know that you can't have rounds in this kind of game, but I don't like the fact that like the rounds end so quick. But it really doesn't matter. I just wish it would last a little bit longer, but other than that, I really don't have much to say about the gameplay of the cross-tag. It's fun. Despite its simple nature, it does have a lot of depth to it. I'm not really that big on and knowledgeable about how fighting games really work, despite playing a bunch of them. I'm not, very knowledgeable about this stuff. I just pick a character and just play. I'm a very casual, fighting game player. I'm not too deep into it. But I do like the gameplay of cross-tag, and I do feel like that's one thing it did well from a casual standpoint regarding the gameplay itself. The crossover aspect is something I do really like about cross-tag battle. I mean, it wouldn't be cross-tag battle without the crossover aspect. But the thing about it is, before cross-tag battle even came out, I was only knowledgeable about BlazBlue and Persona 4. I knew about Ruby from just scrolling over through YouTube and learning about Rooster Teeth that way, but I never really paid attention to it. And Under Night was a game I was knowledgeable about, but I barely knew anything about it at all. So before cross-tag came out, I decided, okay, I'm going to watch the volumes of Ruby that are currently out and available, and I'm going to buy the PS3 version of Under Night until I've managed to get a hold of the PS4 version of it. So I did that, and I had tons of fun with Under Night, so I do thank cross-tag for introducing me to Under Night. Under Night is a very great game, and I'm glad it actually made it to EVO this year. So I'm glad to hear that too. It actually made it to main stage EVO. The little fighting game that could, Under Night, you did well. And on top of that, it introduced me to Ruby. Now, I'm not going to get into my thoughts on Ruby on this. It's not bad. Ruby is actually pretty entertaining at some points, but it's not bad, and I'm glad it introduced me to Ruby, because I do like the music, I do like their character designs. I do like, the designs of certain other characters too. But yeah, it introduced me to Ruby, so that's a plus also. And it also made me appreciate Persona 4 Arena more. Now, when I first played Persona 4 Arena, I was not very good at it, and I got so tired of the game where I just got sick of it and never wanted to play it again. So when Cross Tag came out, I was like, you know what, let me give Persona 4 Arena a second chance, and I enjoyed every second of it. I started playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax more because of Cross Tag, and I'm happy about that. I really am. And I do like the fact that the game, the characters who cross over well blend together really well. Like, it's just funny to me to see Persona 4 characters interacting with Ruby, or better yet, Under Night characters interacting with anyone, because Under Night is very, you know, it's very niche. It's not well known by like hardly anyone. And it's funny for BlazBlue characters to interact with all these other characters. Ruby is also a weird addition. Like Persona 4, like characters like interacting with other characters from other universes. That's something that doesn't strike me as odd, really, because I'm like, it doesn't really count per se, but them interacting with Persona 3 characters, it doesn't surprise me anymore. It really doesn't anymore. But funny enough, because of Persona 4's nature, Persona 3 characters also interact with Ruby, Under Night, and BlazBlue, and now Arcana Heart, which is coming up, which is another series that you never really expect to interact with anyone. Well, I guess BlazBlue, but that's the whole date thing that they had, but with Rock, that whole date Heart had with Rock, but that's a different story for a different time. But other than that, I do like the crossover aspect of Cross Tag Battle. I mean, I'm glad that, you know, BlazBlue actually get known for like, oh man, we could have crossover with Persona, Under Night, and Ruby. That's freaking awesome. And Arcane Heart and whatever else is coming, because I know Mori wants those 9 fates, and I don't know what those other 4 fates are gonna be, but yeah, but yeah, I like the crossover aspect. So I'm gonna move on to the next topic because I really don't have much to say other than that. I pretty much got all my words out, so let's move on. Another thing I like is that the fact that Cross Tag did bring back the English dub, and while I personally don't believe it replaces Essential Fiction idea of it not being dubbed, I still like the fact that they actually, you know, at least try and put the effort in to dub it. And hell, because of Cross Tag's nature and all these characters and all these crossovers, hell, they have a huge all-star cast. I mean, like, is you get pretty much most of the best names in anime dubbing. Hell, they even found a bunch of good ones for the Under Night cast. Hell, Kyle McCarley as Hyde, Sarah Williams as Linnae, Keith Silverman as Waldstein, Ian freaking Sinclair as Gordeau, Erica Mendez as Ori. I mean, Greg Chun as Carmine is not really, you know, anyone agrees, but I like him. It's just, people have a lot of problems with that one, but I'm not going to get in that one right now. Xanth Huyen, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, holy crap, as Batista, Erica Lindbeck as Yuzuriha, Cassandra Lee Morris as Mika, which is like 10 times better than her original voice. Hell yeah, it is! Ben Diskin as Merkava, and while we don't know who Seth is, I don't know who Seth is, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. They even got Kira Buckland as Heart. Heart I know from Arcana Heart. I mean, we don't know it's Kira Buckland, but she definitely sounds like it. Dude, they even freaking got Carrie Karanen to be the system. You know Carrie Karanen. Sasuke Kiryuin from freaking Kill la Kill. Best girl of Kill la Kill. I mean, come the hell on. I mean, granted, the system isn't that cool as a boss, but hell, she got the voice, she got the humor. Carrie Karanen was the perfect role. I just, wish she was an actual, fighting, playable character. But hell, we can't all get what we want. We can't all get what we want. The good thing about combining all these franchises with epic music makes an epic soundtrack for Cross Tag Battle. Now, the thing that I personally love about Cross Tag Battle is the fact that they brought all these themes together. I mean, granted, that was going to happen anyway because, crossover stuff. But yeah, I like that. I really do like that. You can just, select all these cool-ass themes from the menu and just go nuts in the fighting aspect. There is one thing I don't like about the music, which gets me the most. Okay, so the BlazBlue music had to be trimmed down and basically looped for like a minute to match the Persona 4 Arena music and the Under Night music, which is pretty much on a minute average. What I personally don't get is the fact that the Ruby music is basically, their music, but it has it's basically a merge and a mix. Now, how come they get to have up to 5 minutes worth of music, but BlazBlue can't? How come certain openings in this game get to freaking be long, like Shadow World and Pursuing Your True Self? How come they get to be 4 minutes long? How come Burn My Dread isn't the full version? Like, this was stuff that baffles me. If BlazBlue music gets to be cut down and shortened, now how come the Ruby can't just have individual songs? How come Under Night doesn't have songs like 1,000 Years of Red and Black? I mean, come on. That's like one of the best. That's literally the best song in the game, and no one can literally tell me otherwise. Seriously, you haven't even heard of 1,000 Years of Red and Black? Please do. That's like literally the best song in the game. I mean, I'm so sick of hearing Unknown Actor. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. You know, all my other gripes with Crosstag, I could literally forget if it wasn't for the fact that it has no single-player content. I mean, just let's take a look at what Crosstag has. Let's see. Episode mode, training mode, versus mode, tactics mode, survival mode, gallery mode, and replay theater.
Hey.
Yeah?
What the hell is this?
Yeah, honestly, what the hell is this? I mean, I swear to God, like, I am the only person that actually cares about the single-player content in fighting games. Like, no one gives a damn but me. Like, no one cares at all. I mean, granted, they're not the ones caring about it because they're just going online anyway, but I care a lot. I really do, because this is piss poor. Yeah, this game was made just for the sake of Evo. Yeah, I know that. That's why I don't have anything, but I will complain about this for the rest of my days. Like, yeah, arcade mode's coming, but yeah, that's it, really. Like, I'm not even expecting arcade mode to be anything special. Like, I was debating on whether or not to do this video, because it's already made, and Crosstag's arcade mode is supposed to be dropping this month. And I was debating on whether or not to even make this video. But in the back of my head, I think, okay, well, there's no point in me holding it back. Like, I've been thinking about this stuff for a while now, and I just had to talk about it now. Yeah, arcade mode's coming, but arcade mode was like one of the modes that I wasn't even tripping about because I know the game was console first. I dealt with that. I understood the game was console first. Because, I mean, yeah, they didn't have arcade mode because the game was console first. Like, I ain't tripped too hard about that. But I am tripping hard about the amount of single-player, well, lack thereof of single-player content. As I said before, I'm the only person who actually gives a damn. Like, this has nothing to do in this game. Like, you know, despite being geared toward a more casual, you know, friendly audience, they really don't have anything to keep you entertained outside of online. Like, $50 for this? Like, look on Steam, look on PSN. This game is $50. There's no way in hell with this amount of content, this game is not worth $50, like, at all. Yeah, you could say there's 40 characters, but oh wait, half those characters are actually relegated to DLC, which means you gotta pay $70 for what, 40 characters a game and no content. Like, what the hell? Like, it's like playing a freaking shooting game with just a couple of maps and like it's only like playing a shooting game with like 4 maps and like a ton of guns. Yeah, you get that, but wait, what's the point? There's nothing else you can enjoy with these characters in. I would break down each of them, but like, I'm just gonna break down the ones that I personally don't care for. I'm just gonna start off with survival mode. Okay, survival mode is not... No, dude. Like, survival mode, I have never liked survival modes in games. Especially in a Crosstag. Like, I can get up to like at least about 27 matches before I just die. Yeah, fair, but like... Yeah, obviously they get harder as you go on, but like, Crosstag's like, it has no content. It has nothing. It has barely any unlockables. The only unlockables you get are colors, which, you know, are par for the course. You should really get unlockable colors. And, I mean, that's about it. Gallery pictures, which are only unlocked by the characters. Like, you don't unlock anything. The only thing you unlock the entire game is the colors, plates, you know, stuff that obviously should be like standard for games. And on top of that, you only unlock, like, if you go to the whole story mode, you unlock the system battle theme, which, yay, that's it. Okay. Like, at least with other BlazBlue games, you can unlock colors, pictures in the gallery, or whatnot. In this game, you really have nothing to do. Like, once you really do everything in the game, like episode mode is pretty much the bulk of episode mode, tactics mode, if you really count that, even though tactics mode should really be there by default. Like, episode mode and survival mode are the only semblance of single player content. Versus mode doesn't count because obviously that's obvious. Like, what the hell, it's a fighting game. Training mode definitely doesn't count because it's a fighting game. Gallery mode is the other source of single player content, but wait, it's piss poor as well because there's nothing in the gallery mode at all. There's like bland ass pictures of the characters, select artworks, which I will get to in a minute, but that's a different story for now. Yeah, pictures of character art, the opening, the ending, and pictures of like the special edition cover of the game and like the cover of the game and some of the CGs from the game itself, which, I mean, they're not bad. The CGs aren't bad at all. It's just that there's no extras. Like everything you see is what you see is what you get, really. Like what you see in the story mode already, what you've seen in the game cover art, what you've seen with the character select screen, that's all you get as opposed to actual drawn artwork by the other creators. I mean, like drawn art by the other characters, like Mori or anyone outside of ArcSys drawing. Like, you don't get that. Unlike in other BlazBlue games, or even other Under Night games, or even Persona 4 games, well, Arena, really, but like, you don't get any other artwork, really. Like, there's nothing to unlock that's any, like, no cool artwork at all. Like, I really do like the artwork for, like, you know, Central Fiction and Chronophantasma and other BlazBlue games and Under Night, and like, there's nothing. Like, there's no artwork from the developers, like, nothing. Like, there's just, what you see is what you have. Like, what you've already seen in the game is what you pretty much can only get in the gallery, and that is actually literally pretty lame. And like, I don't even know what to say. Like, there's no single player content. Survival mode, no, I don't like survival mode. I really don't. This is like stuff I personally don't like about the game. Survival mode, I never liked survival mode in any games. Like, yeah, I was never really a fan of, oh, kill all these enemies until you die, because it's like, there's no goal for it. Like, you get like a trophy for it, but you only get a trophy for like the first 5 matches. Like, okay, like not 20 matches, not 10 matches, no, just 5 matches. Like, once you get that trophy for survival mode, you might as well just be done. That is like, other than episode mode, which you should really only play through once and yeah, get the feeling of it. The other survival mode, that's pretty much it. Like, survival mode is the only other mode you can actually play that's actually worthwhile. Tactics mode I'm not going to count because that's just standard for all these fighting games nowadays. Tactics mode should really be there, like challenges and junk like that. But other than that, that's it. It has no single player content. That's one of my main disappointments for Cross-Tag. It's so bare bones and barren. That's the main reason why I don't like it all that much. One of my main reasons, at least. It's bland. It's like really bland and empty and boring. And I'm not, trying to say that, for people who don't like the game. I mean, I'm not trying to say that for those who like the game. Hell, if you don't care about the single player content, this won't mean nothing to you. It really won't. This is just me just rambling about how this game literally, I mean, I can't really say much. I mean, it was literally rushed for Evo. Like, the game its sole purpose was for Evo. Hey, for me personally, Evo was the worst thing that ever happened to BlazBlue in general. Like, Evo, yeah, it's good publicity, and yeah, Evo's a good thing for fighting games. But I feel like Evo had an adverse effect on this game. Like I want to imagine what this game would have turned out if it had, like, Evo wasn't involved with it. Would the game would come out with all the characters on launch? Like, would the game not have all this bad PR or marketing? Like, I want to know, like, what would have happened if Evo didn't get involved? Like, I don't have anything against Evo, and yeah, I'm glad that, game finally made a BlazBlue game made it main stage. Well, Central Fiction did before, but I'm glad to see more exposure to BlazBlue. It's just that Cross-Tag is not the game that I'm just gonna move on to the next one because I'm running off tangent for the single player content. I'm moving on. Wow, it's not surprising. Another talk about the DLC practices. Who would have thought? It's not like this topic has been ran into the ground 450 million times, am I right? Or am I right? But seriously, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, the DLC practices are people, all I hear is the argument is for the price, dude, is only $20. You could just download it all for $20. It's not that much. It's, really cheap compared to other fighting games. It is not the price I am talking about. I am so sick of hearing that. It's not the price at all. $20 is hella cheap. I'm not even talking about the price. It's the fact that it was done in the first damn place. Like, it's not the price at all. Like, I'm so sick of hearing that. Every time I hear this, it's always about, oh, well, this game is only $20. Nah, this. Other game season passes cost more. So why the hell are you tripping? I'm so sick of hearing about the price. It is not the price I'm complaining about. It's not. It's just the fact that you lock 20 characters away behind the paywall in the first place. Look, it's not the price at all. It's the fact that it was just done in the first place. Like, $50 for 20 characters in a crossover game on launch is like I would have been more forgiving the cross tag. Not really, but if it had more content or whatever to sustain you, but you pay $50 for a bare bones skeleton of a game, and the only way to enjoy it is by the other half of the characters. There's nothing like that's it. Like the other, like I can't even count this the other half of the game because like that's it. Like the other half of the characters are just, you know, oh, you gotta pay 20 more bucks to get it, so you gotta pay $50 on top to make it 70. Yeah, $70 is definitely a lot more cheaper than other fighting games, but this really didn't have to happen to begin with. I mean, yeah, Evo, as I said before, Evo was like the worst thing that ever happened to this game. I'm not gonna lie, I just can't keep talking about this. Like, I'm gonna keep talking about it so I can finish this video, but like, I know people's gonna be pissed and call me out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, whatever. Like, I know. Yeah, the characters are $20. I'm not even gonna argue about the whole reuse assets thing. I understand that the characters have to be retooled to work against the other characters. I understand that the Undernight characters have to be redrawn in order to match the other characters so they can be playable because their sprites didn't match. I can understand the Ruby characters to be redrawn from scratch. Duh, I know that. I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking about the fact that the DLC was like this in the first place. Like, okay, so I'm starting to go back to where, basically, I remember the time where Blake was announced for DLC. When Blake was announced for DLC, all the other characters were announced for DLC too, like the other DLC characters. It was January 13th, 2018. That's when the first DLC for the 20 characters was announced. And the thing about it is, like, I'm remembering the DLC characters. I remember how long it was until, like, Evo came out, right? And while the other characters were sprinkled here and there, the other 9 characters didn't appear till Evo, which was August 5th, and then the 5th Fate was announced. Okay, then 9 months later, 9 to 10 months later, it's now May, and there has been like there's like there's confirmation that Naruto, Seth, and Naruto, Seth, and Hart are coming to Teddy coming to BBTAG. Yeah, I know that, but like, it's not even like about the DLC. Like, it's also about how long ArcSys is waiting to like bust out the DLC. Really, like, they're waiting to like big events in order to do this thing. I mean, hell, they're waiting to Evo to announce the 6th Fate, when on top of the fact that they already just introduced Hart. Like, Mori just wants his 9 fates. I already know that. He wants his 9 fates to fill out the whole diamond. I know that. But it makes me wonder, like, why? Why do you guys gotta wait to strip Evo? Because you have a bigger audience then? Because people are getting burnt out of cross tag battle. I know that. Hell, I don't even want to play it no more, really. I don't even enjoy the game no more because I figured, okay, it's been 9 months for all these DLC characters. Like, whatever. I got other games to play. Like, there's like other things I can do other than play cross tag. Like, really, there's like, I could go back and play Central Fiction because that's like a much better game in my opinion. But like, you guys gotta wait till freaking Evo to announce anything important. You guys wait till Evo to unleash all your DLC characters, then say, oh, well, there's another 5th Fate. Okay, cool. Then you guys are going to wait until like much later, like about 8-9 months later, then say, okay, here's your characters. Here's Naruto, Seth, and Teddy, like, and then the 6th Fate. And I know damn well people are not just waiting all that months for just like, hell, y'all could have dropped 9 characters then. I don't know if it's what y'all holding up for. I don't know what you're doing, and I'm not understanding what's going on in the back, you know, the back room of ArcSys. I don't know what's going on, but I know they're handling this incredibly poorly. Like, the marketing and DLC stuff is terrible. Like, for this game, it is really, utterly just terrible. Like, really, you guys are gonna wait all this time just to release other DLC characters and just wait 9 months for Naruto, Seth, Teddy, and Hart. Like, okay, like, y'all could have like released 9 characters for like the amount people have to wait. Like, it's ridiculous how long this has been going on. Like, you guys are gonna wait till Evo to announce the other characters. Well, not to Evo. You're guys gonna wait, you know, months before Evo, and most likely you're gonna like. In the back of my head, I'm gonna feel like, okay, you guys are gonna release like the 6th Fate on May, or either that or just like arcade stuff. But you guys are gonna probably wait till Evo to release the 6th Fate, and I'm thinking, okay, what the hell now? Are you guys gonna wait till the next Evo to do the same thing? Like ArcSys had a chance with cross tag, right? ArcSys had a chance with cross tag. They were finally getting a lot of recognition. They were finally getting other, like, hell, they were finally becoming names that like a bunch of more people were talking about. And then all I can hear is just Crosstag being this monstrosity of terrible DLC marketing and practices. Like, it really could have been a lot better than it did. Like, honestly. Evo, as I said before, is the worst thing that's ever happened to this game. Yeah, Evo is good for publicity. I get that. I know that. Obviously. Duh. But, like, artists they just solely focused on Evo. Like, hell, they could have made a quality fighting game. They probably could have made Evo. If it didn't, then hell, you guys got it next time. But the sole fact that they were just trying to focus this on Evo really killed the experience for me. Like, I was so hyped for this game because this game actually got me into Under Night. It got me into Ruby. It got me more hyped for a BlazBlue game than I ever had hyped in my life. I was hyped for games like Central Fiction, but hell, I knew they were coming. I wasn't expecting Crosstag in the first place, and I was like, oh hell yes, this could have been freaking awesome. You know, this would have been great. And it didn't turn out to be this. Like, Crosstag taught me that I can't really trust ArcSys on anything. Well, Central Fiction told me about the whole dub idea, but like, I can't really trust ArcSys on anything, because I know that for a fact they're just gonna screw something up, and I can't trust them no more. Like, it may sound stupid, really, and I really did have that many, you know, my trust with ArcSys was slowly dwindling over the years, but I kept faith. Crosstag killed my faith in ArcSys entirely, because they're not handling this correctly. They're not handling this well at all. This is actually incredibly poor. The DLC is terrible. Not the DLC itself, like the DLC practices and marketing and PR and all that crap. It's terrible. It really is. I mean, if you don't care, you don't care. It doesn't matter. I care. I'm whining and moaning and crying about it so much because I do love ArcSys. I do love their games, and it's just sad to me to see what they've become as of now. And it worries me for the future what other games they could make. Like, I feel like they can't help themselves. And like, Crosstag also taught me that like these fighting games are they're not relatively getting worse over the years, but they're just gonna keep coming out with like bare bones content. Then they're just gonna just make it all up in DLC. Like, games do that nowadays, but like fighting games are just becoming, you know, even worse with it. And it's like, fighting games are my favorite, one of my favorite video game medias. I'm able to enjoy fighting games like hell, by myself. I don't have to play with another person. I'm able to enjoy a fighting game just by myself. And if I'm able to enjoy it like that, then hell, that just shows you've done a damn good fighting game. I can't enjoy Crosstag by myself. Like, honestly, even with other people, I don't feel like I could even enjoy Crosstag, really. I couldn't. Because, like, yeah, you got all 40 characters. That's great, but, like, is there anything else in the game to keep me interested? There's no other modes, no nothing, no other picture of the Gawker. There's nothing in this game, and it's all because of DLC and Evo. Like, I've been ranting on this for long enough. Like, really, I just want to vent and get that out there, because I swear to God, all I'm hearing is just, oh well, DLC is only $20, man. I don't know why you're whining and tripping so much. You could just get the season pass. It's not that. It really isn't that. It ain't the price. Like, $20 is a steal, really. You know, that's that. I'm glad ArcSys made that cheap, but like, they shouldn't have made it like that in the first place, really. I'm not saying there shouldn't have been any DLC in the game. I'm not saying that at all. There could have been, like, hell, you guys could have released 30 characters and released 10 as DLC. Or, like, you know, just not make it like this. And then they try to circumvent that with, like, making Yang and Blake DLC that was going to change something. You guys should have really, like, oh, well, you guys made free DLC for Yang and Blake. Yeah, like, I feel like, yeah, if you guys could have just waited a little longer, they could have been free in the first, I mean, they couldn't have to be free, they could have just been in the game in the first place. I mean, they didn't put them behind a paywall, they're still DLC, but why? I mean, hell, like, freaking Blake and Yang were finished before all of that, so, like, why they still, y'all could have just waited to release the game later. It wasn't even Evo yet, and Blake and Yang were finished by that time. So, like, what the hell? Like, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. I really don't. I don't even know what to say anymore, other than what I've said. Like, I can't even wrap my head around all this. Like, it pisses me off thinking about it, because all this stuff could have been avoided. Like, just for Evo, man. Like, Evo's not a bad thing. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's not. It really isn't. But this? Like, ArcSys they just thought, oh, well, we're gonna get Evo, we're gonna make this game straight for Evo. Like, I'm amazed they even dubbed it. Like, if they didn't dub it, I probably wouldn't even bother with Crosstag at all. I mean, I probably would have because I've been sucked so deep into BlazBlue, it's not even funny. But yeah, I can't trust Arxis no more, man. I can't trust them with nothing they make anymore. I can't trust them with BlazBlue Fantasy. I don't even know anything about BlazBlue at all, but the game looks nice. I feel like, and funny enough, the thing about it is, like, Team Blue isn't doing anything. Like, they haven't made a game, like, they haven't done anything. Like, Team Red's doing all the work now because, you know, they're still releasing for DLC for Fires. They're going to bring out BlazBlue Fantasy. Hell, Daisuke's working on new Guilty Gear. We don't know if he's working on it now, but most likely it's going to be, you know, he's working on new Guilty Gear now, and most likely going to be using Team Red again. Team Blue hasn't done anything in months, dude. Team Blue hasn't done anything since EVO, or whatever they're doing, like EVO last year. Or they haven't done anything since, since they're bumping up the arcades, but that's like been 9 months since then. I mean, since now. And I don't understand, man. The DLC, like, took most of the brunt of this video, because I swear to God, like, it's the dumbest thing I've ever felt in my life. Fighting games are starting to become a thing where I can't even be interested anymore, because most of the characters is relegated to DLC. I missed the time where, you know, unlockables was a thing. DLC is not a bad thing in the least, but cross-tag style of DLC is not good. Yeah, you could get all the DLC for 20 bucks, but it shouldn't even happen in the first place. I mean, it really shouldn't have. I mean, honestly. It really shouldn't have happened in the first place. All this could have literally been avoided if you guys just didn't focus on EVO. Yeah, I know EVO could have been great publicity. I understand that, but hell, y'all could have, like, anything but that, dude. Anything but making the game solely for EVO, and that's why the hell they are characters like that. Like, but whatever. I'm moving on. I've been talking about this long enough. I swear to God, like, the longer I talk, the more pissed off I get. And yeah, I know this part's gonna be controversial. Like my other parts, I know this part's gonna be controversial. I know people are gonna be like just put me on blast for it. You know, put me on blast. I don't even care at this point because I'm still gonna just keep thinking that way. I'm still gonna keep thinking that way. And you know what? I'm waiting for when a Crosstech does a mega ultra hyper super turbo fighting edition on a disc, no DLC. Like I know Crosstech is gonna do it, and I'm waiting for it. I wouldn't mind a collector's complete edition because the game desperately needs it. It needs anything the way it is now. Having us wait forever for DLC just for it to last months and months on end for almost a year now. But point is, I'm moving on. I'm tired of talking about the DLC practices, but it's going to crop in the rest of the video. But I'm tired of talking about it right now. Moving on. Episode mode in Crosstag is not necessarily bad, but it's not good either. Like, I do like the character interaction with some of the characters, like Makoto and Blake, who honestly really should have had an introduction. They don't have an intro, so their intro is technically in the episode mode. But you know, I'm willing to forgive that because their character interaction was kind of nice. But like, my expectations for Crosstag's story mode was supposed to be like, you know, these are crossover games. I was expecting to be incredibly wacky, or you know, just a whole giant gag reel, or even gag reels. There is nothing like that in Crosstag, other than like a few choice events, and even then, like Crosstag's episode mode is not all that interesting, except for like a few key moments. The few key moments I like to express is like when Rogden meets all the robot girls. That's funny as hell. I'm trying to think anything else. I know him meeting robot girls was funny. Yukiko making Platinum eat Noel's terrible food, it was funny. Hyde's whole undernight, you know, him being all snarky and everything towards all the people he's meeting was funny. I like the Yasugami ending, you know, where everyone, you know, appeared in high school. I like that, but other than that, Crosstag story episode mode is not very interesting in the least. Like, you guys could have made one big ass humorous gag reel, like really, no one would have complained, really. But no, we gotta deal with just it's uninteresting, really. Like I wasn't expecting anything for some grand ass. I wasn't expecting no grand ass story mode. I was expecting something passable because this is a crossover game. I'm not expecting the hierarchy of, you know, storytelling. I mean, hell, no one's expecting it. It's a crossover game. I mean, but nobody expected from fighting games either. And look at BlazBlue. Now, BlazBlue may not be the best story, but hell, it's just, you know, it has a story. You could say that has a big story. You could say that. But other than that, episode mode for Crosstag, it really isn't all that interesting. It's not terrible at all. It's just, it's like a 50-50 kind of thing. It could have been way better than it was. Like, I can't really think of anything like... I guess I could start with the villain. The system. The system was... the system is hilarious, okay? But, like... She's just a for design-wise, she's just a generic droid-looking robot machine thing. And, like... I'm thinking, okay, you guys could like would have been great if they like more created an original character. Because I heard this, I heard the system's theme before I saw her. I'm thinking, oh shoot, this might be a badass character. I wonder who she could be. Holy crap! And then it turns out, okay, it's just a giant robot droid thing. And what's worse about it is that she's cloned and reused for every fight in the game. You gotta fight her 4 times. You fight her for episode BlazBlue, episode Persona 4 Arena, episode Under Night, episode Ruby, and then finally the last episode where you gotta, like, you know, team up with everyone. Like, the system's not like a bad idea, but after fighting her for the 3rd time, I was done. Like, I was really tired. It's like, okay, yeah, her moveset's different depending on the mode, and then in the final one she uses pretty much her entire arsenal. But, like, that's... You guys gonna create an original character? Like, is there a reason you couldn't? Or you just, like... Or you know what could have happened? You guys just could not have made the system at all. I don't know how long it took y'all to make the system and all the battle... Or all the movesets. But, hell, that's, like, time well spent in order to, like... Hell, y'all could have put the characters in it. And speaking of the characters, okay? Speaking of the characters in the episode mode... Why in the actual hell are the characters from, like, you know, the DLC characters are in the story mode? I get the idea, but, like, all the crap y'all put the resources to make in the story mode, y'all could just put the characters in the game. It's like y'all, it's not like y'all were trying on the story mode anyway, so what the hell? Yeah, Carmine's in there, Jubei's in there, Hakuben's in there, Naoto's in there, Vitissa's in there, Aiga's in there, everybody's in there. So why the hell can they just, like, you know, not be playable? You can't give me that bullcrap if they weren't finished, because they were finished enough to be in the game playable, and they, like, Blake, yeah, I can understand. Blake maybe wasn't finished. But you can't look me in the face and tell me that Aigis or Carmine or freaking wasn't, like, characters I can forgive, like, the BlazBlue and Persona characters I can forgive, because Arx has already made them. With the Under Night characters, they had to be redrawn, and they still put them in the game anyway. So yeah, y'all could have released the Persona 4 characters, y'all could have released Under Night characters. But nope, you had to put them back for DLC. Y'all had them in the story mode. BlazBlue and Persona characters you guys are familiar with, they're already finished. Y'all wouldn't put them in story mode to begin with if they weren't finished. But you know what? Whatever. I'm not even talking about the episode mode. Like, all I say is the episode mode is it's just okay? It's all of it is just pretty It has its moments, but other than that, it's not really anything, you know, big or nothing. It's just there. It's just filler. But yeah, I'm moving on from the episode mode. There's nothing really I can say about it. Like, I have nothing much to say about it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying this again. The character select screen for BlazBlue Crosstag Battle is just terrible. Okay, first of all, it just looks wrong. Like, it looks kind of weak for a character select screen. And on top of that, like, you can't even see all your characters on screen. Like, when you have a fighting game, right? And you can't see all your available characters on screen, that's when you fail. Like, really, that's when you fail. Like, really, that's why. So I have to scroll over to see all the damn DLC and extra characters I have on here. Like, why? So if I wanted to see S, I'll have to scroll over to see S. Or if I want to see Lambda, I say Lambda. Lambda's not in this game. If I want to see New or someone, I had to scroll over to see New. Like, why? Like, isn't the point of a fighting game to see who you have on here? Like, why do I have to scroll to the side? It's ridiculous. Like, it's lame. And on top of that, because of how the nature of the character select screen works, Ruby doesn't have any more characters as of now, which means the characters still have 3 open slots, making people believe that, okay, there could be more. And on top of that, it's even worse for the new Harcana Heart characters, because they have 9 open slots, so they're probably not going to get filled up unless they're going to go that route. But since no Ruby characters have been announced for almost a year now, since Yang came out, which it's actually been over a year since Yang was announced. So yeah, still open slots there. You guys scroll over to see what characters you guys see slots that are open for characters that don't even exist. Yeah, that's just great. And despite my gripes with the character select screen, like it's manageable. It's not good by any means. It's actually one of the worst character select screens I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even exaggerating. When I can't see all the characters on screen at once, why the hell would you even try that? Like, I know it was cobbled together because AKA this game was rushed. Yeah, I know this character select screen was cobbled, and it made me believe, okay, y'all could have finished. Y'all could have fixed it. It was just a test character select screen. I'm not tripping. Then it never got fixed. Over a year later. Okay, whatever then, you know. Almost 2 years now, but, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna trip over it, whatever. It's, you know, you guys do what you want with the character select screen. But, yeah, I do like the, the character select screen is not really good. But, you know what, despite my gripes with that, I do like some of the character select art. I do like some of the character select art. Especially when they get these big fat... The opening of Cross Tag Battle is something I only like in theory, really. I mean, hell, you got characters from 4 different universes beating the snot out of each other and doing cool epic poses and battles and stuff like that. It's cool, but I do have my own gripes with the opening, really. I mean, this is pretty much a nitpick. No one's gonna care about the opening. One thing I don't like about the opening is that it has a lot of lame... Like, how to describe it? It is not very well animated. Like, coming off the heels of freaking other BlazBlue openings, like hell, like Central Fictions or Chronophantasmas, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything excellent, but goddamn. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say this again, the game was rushed. I mean, what the hell do you want me to say? But like the opening does not look bad, but the more like I watch it, the more you watch it, you can notice all the weird jump frames and like it just looks terrible. Like this character stills don't look terrible, but when everything's in motion, it looks bad. Like really, you got weird close-ups. You got freaking weird jump. You got weird jump frames. Freaking S does this weird ass stupid attack that's like what the hell is that? Like you see freaking Makoto, and like she's running past Yosuke, and she's like running like one frame of. She's like running at freaking Xenonet, so 90s internet slow. Like, it looks bad. Like, it doesn't look terrible, but it's not well. Like, it's not. It's just weak. I don't know how to describe it. It's not up to the standards of a BlazBlue opening. Then again, it's way better than BlazBlue Continuum Shift's opening. Like, base Continuum Shift. That opening was actually trash. And on top of that, they don't have I'm gonna call this an anime opening. They don't have an anime opening theme song. Every BlazBlue game, every Persona 4 Arena game, every Under Night game, hell, even freaking Ruby has their own anime opening. And what did the song that they use for this? Crossing Fate. Okay. So they used Crossing Fate for this, which Crossing Fate is not a bad song. But as I said before, they probably just didn't want to pay another singer to actually sing the music. So, you know what? I'm not even going to trip over it. I mean, really, it's just the opening of the game. I don't have to watch it. It's already terrible enough as it is, and I feel like if they even had a song for it, it wouldn't be that good anyway. Crossing Fate is not a bad song, really, but it's kind of... It's okay, it's not composed by Daisuke Ishiwatari, and I'm not going to blame the song for that. I mean, obviously. It's not very... I don't know. Like, I'm pretty much indifferent to the song. I love all of BlazBlue's music. And I'm gonna get to all the other I'm gonna get to other Crossing Fate's music in a bit, but like other than that, Crossing Fate's not suited for the anime opening that I would like to see. I mean, hell, you couldn't call it Phelan or Kotoko or anyone that sung all those other songs. Asami Imai couldn't have sing whatever. It don't matter. Like Crossing Fate's not a good opening. Yeah, it's not very good. I don't like it, but whatever. Let's just move on to the next stuff. Honestly, I really don't have much to say about what can be changed. I mean, I would just like more single-player content, really. Add a time attack, add a score attack, add a freaking Abyss-type mode for this. Add anything. Arcade mode, I'm not going to count because arcade mode's coming anyway. But I feel like it's not going to be very... Like, I feel like it's going to be like one of those arcade modes that are just pretty much just like... I feel like it's going to be like Dragon Ball FighterZ arcade mode, where it's just like... just there. Like it's like you really don't do anything. You fight like a couple battles and then boom, that's it. No CGs, no story bits, no nothing. I mean, granted, cross tag story mode really doesn't have any story to move forward with, but I would like that to have like. I would like for the arcade mode to like have some CGs, get some more art in the gallery. For Christ's sakes, I would like it to be act as a standard BlazBlue arcade mode where the characters every 3, then 6, 7, and 8 battles, you can have a conversation with another character that's on your way. It doesn't have to be story important. It could just be some joke, like anything. It could be some gag. It wouldn't be a gag reel, but it would be a gag. I would like to see that, like. Anything, please, like just anything better than what we got, because this game's bare bones is ultimate hell, and I don't know what to say. I would also like just more modes in general and unlockables. Like, please, unlockables. Like, yeah, the only thing really, as I said before, the only content you have to unlock is pretty much you can't unlock music. You can unlock like you can only unlock colors, titles, and plaques and whatnot, and that's like it. That's it. You can unlock music from like other series. Like, for example, I would like to put in songs that should have been in this game. Like, for example, you could have the option to unlock songs like Best Friends from Persona 4 Arena. You can unlock songs like Shinso from BlazBlue for the BlazBlue side. You can unlock. Oh yeah, speaking of music, for the Cross Tag soundtrack, right? They have the arcade openings for Calamity Trigger, Continuum Shift, Chronophantasma, and Central Fiction. And it begs the question, why the hell they're in the soundtrack but not in the actual game? The other BlazBlue songs are shortened down to near a minute so they can like match the other songs. The arcade mode openings are already a minute, so you could just put those in the game. Really, there should be an unlockable option where you can unlock the arcade opening themes for Calamity Trigger, Continuum Shift, Chronophantasma Extend, and Central Fiction, and Central Fiction 2.0. Those songs should be unlocked, and I would totally like that if they were unlockables. Other songs I feel like they should be unlocked is also 1000 Years of Red and Black, as I mentioned before, for Under Night. That song really should be in the game. I would also like, if I were to modify the songs in any way, just keep their full-length version of their songs. Like, literally, there was no reason to cut down songs like Reincarnation or all the BlazBlue music just to match the Persona and Under Night. There was really no reason to cut that. Like, I get what they were going for, but hell, if songs like Pursuing My True Self in Shadow War can have their full versions, if songs like Unknown Actor can have their full versions, if songs like the Ruby themes can be merged together, then I don't see why not all the other songs can be, full length. Now, I get the fact that the matches end so quickly is why they probably did cut down the music in the first place, but hell, if all the other themes could have that, I don't see why not. So yeah, all the BlazBlue music would be retained as their original music, because I don't like the way they cut it. They always cut the best parts of the song. They really did. Like some of those songs are on pretty much unlit. You can't, for me personally, I just can't listen to them on Cross. I have to turn them on in the background, just listen to them there. I guess another thing I would like to change, I don't know, I'm spitballing here. Yeah, more pictures in the gallery, more unlockables. Like hell, Mori has a bunch of cross tag, well, not a bunch, but he has some cross tag art on his Twitter. You could color that and upload it, or hell, there could be some other game developers. They probably probably put in a commission and make this cross tag art and put it in the game or something. I don't know. Anything, put some more character art in it. Y'all could have character art that are from the other previous BlazBlue games. Y'all have them in the plaques. You can you can get the faces of other BlazBlue characters from their origin, from the series of origin. So you could do that. That'd be great. I would like that idea. That's not a bad idea. Another thing I would like to see is, I don't know how I'm supposed to word this one, but I would like to see a library mode for this game. Now, the library mode for this game would basically be essentially explaining to you who these characters are from their series. Like how, some people are going into this game without knowing who the hell, some people, let's say people going for the Ruby aspect, which a bunch of people go for. They won't know anything, they probably won't know anything about BlazBlue, Persona, or Under Night. So a glossary type library would be a great explanation for that. They will get an idea of, hey, okay, you look at Ragnar the Bloodedge, they'll give you a bio about Ragnar the Bloodedge, his height, his weight, his, you know, whatever, what his purpose in the story is, and then boom, that'll be great. You guys, I'm sorry, you guys would know. And I would like that. I really would like that. I mean, hell, like, like, if I hadn't done research on Under Night and Ruby and plays before this, I wouldn't know anything about these characters. And it feels kind of excessive for me to do that. I mean, but like, yeah, that should have been a library mode to teach other people who are going to this game blind about who the hell these other characters from these other series are. Hell, some people coming into BlazBlue probably won't know what Persona 4, Arena, Under Night, or Ruby War, and Ruby are, and all the other ones, and vice versa. Like, that would have been a great addition to the game. I'm not asking for the impossible. Well, I guess this is probably pretty impossible, but I'm not asking for too much here. I'm just asking if it would be alright to add an episode mode. That would be pretty cool. I would like that as an option. I guess another thing I would like is to change the character select screen, please. Like, make it put in the diamond effect that you guys are like going for. Like, Mori had no, not Mori. What I'm saying, Mori. Like, there's like a like the ending scene of like Crosstag recent trailer that it showed all the characters in the diamond formation, and I would like that. Really, I would like that if like they just like stay like that. I mean, the screen would look weird and cluttered, but it's way better than it is now. Like, it's hella better. It'll be hella better than it is now. Like, I do not like the character select screen to save my life, dude. Like, I can't, man. It looks terrible. Now, as for adding series in, I really don't mind what Crosstag adds in, really. It really does not matter to me. Like, the only character I even cared about was who was getting in was Labris. Who is still best girl, by the way. And that was about it. Like, I really didn't care about who else got into the game. Now, I am super happy that Arcana Heart got in. I'm glad for that. Like, I really am. And it makes me curious about who else is going to get in this game. Now, I know that Senran Kagura was still, like, her voices were in the system files. And while I personally don't know anything about Senran Kagura, I've only played like one game and I didn't get to play all that much. I think it was Shinobi Versus. And I didn't get to play much of it though. I would like to see that in the game. I would like to be interested like more characters in the game. I would like to see that. And I know Mori wants his 9 fates, and you know, it really doesn't matter who Mia gets in the game, really. I just want the other things to be changed. It really don't matter who gets in the game. I guess you guys could add more. Like I already said about the music. I don't know. I'm not even gonna explain no more about that. But other than that, I think I'm done with this. I think I'm really done talking about Crosstag. I think I'm just done. Like, I'm out of stuff to say. After I said before, I felt like I should have held off on this until like the 6th Fate was announced, or I should have announced it when arcade mode dropped. But other than that, I think that's it. Like, I think I'm tired. I think I'm done with Crosstag Battle, talking about it at least. Now, I'll probably talk about who characters get, announced, new characters get announced, or fanboying over, oh my god, this franchise got in here first. But other than that, I think I'm done with Crosstag for now. I am literally falling asleep talking about this because I can't talk about Crosstag no more. Like, I'm so done talking about it. Like, I'm just tired of talking about it. I really am. There's nothing else I can say, honestly. I mean, there probably is, but I just don't have the energy nor the stamina to keep talking about it now. That's pretty much it. Well, I guess that's the end of my video, guys. If you guys have any opinions about Crosstag, leave it in the comments below. And as I said before, if y'all actually made it to the end of this video, I would like to say this. All this stuff is personally my thoughts, okay? I'm not speaking for the majority of no one. I'm just speaking from a guy who just experienced, his experience with this game in general. But other than that, I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone, and I hope you have a great night, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Peace out, everyone.